How much is a rhinoplasty in Mexico? So I live in Texas. I don't know exactly how much rhinoplasty is in Mexico, but I do know that I see people who go to Mexico, they get rhinoplasty, and then they come back and then I do their revision rhinoplasty to fix what has been done in other countries. Our training is different in different places. You can have wonderful surgeons and you can also have not great surgeons. And so that's one of the issues with going to a different country is you may not have as many resources to find the really great surgeons in a different country. And going just by cost alone is usually not a great way to find those really good surgeons. The other problem with going to a different country to have surgery is if anything happens, if anything goes wrong, your surgeon is not there to be able to take care of you and make things better and do the things that need to be done to make your long-term outcome best. Is Mexico good for rhinoplasty? There are good surgeons everywhere. Unfortunately, if you live in the United States or you live in a country different from Mexico, you will have to go home and recover at home and not have that surgeon there who is able to take care of the things that you need, do your post-op care, and it's really hard to find a surgeon who is willing to do all the post-op care if they didn't do the surgery, because we just don't know what was done, and that's hard to take over and hard to really make the best outcome for that patient. So I don't really recommend patients go outside of the country for plastic surgery, especially if you don't know who the good surgeons are there, you don't have resources in that country already. Which country is best for rhinoplasty? Usually this is the country that you live in. There are lots of good surgeons everywhere. I'm going to be biased to the United States because that's where I live. We have great training. We do a lot of really good surgery. We do tons and tons of rhinoplasty. There are also other countries that are very good. Turkey is an amazing place for rhinoplasty. Colombia, they do a ton of rhinoplasty. There's a lot of places. Korea, they do a lot of rhinoplasty. But do you know the surgeons there that you want to go to? You need to be able to have the resources there, go to the best people, be able to have the best recovery, stay as long as they tell you you need to stay, do the things that you need to do to have your best outcome. How much is revision rhinoplasty? A revision rhinoplasty is always more expensive than the first rhinoplasty because it is more complicated. There is scar tissue, your anatomy has been changed, there's a lot more work to be done, and it is harder to do a revision rhinoplasty. It requires a little bit more skill than the primary rhinoplasty. So this can range anywhere from $10,000 up to $25,000, even $30,000 for a revision rhinoplasty. So it's really important that you find that surgeon the first time that's going to be able to do the things that you want them to do and be able to do that and take care of you to have hopefully just one rhinoplasty. How should I choose a rhinoplasty surgeon? There are a lot of things that go into finding the right rhinoplasty surgeon. You want to find someone that does a lot of rhinoplasty. This is not something that you can do once or twice a year and be really good at it. You have to do this on a regular basis. Are you doing this multiple times a week? Are you doing this, every month of the year? Is there a month you do a lot of them and then you don't do them for a while? That's also not great. You want someone that does this on a regular basis. Their training was focused on rhinoplasty. They're going to look at you and your nose in the way of what is going to look the best and how are you going to function the best and take all of those things into consideration. You look at their board certifications. Are they board certified in more than one area or at least one area? And then what are their reviews? Do they have good reviews? Do they have good word of mouth? Do you know anyone that's had surgery by them? Now, there's a lot of research that we can do online to look at rhinoplasty surgeons and be able to kind of see what qualifications they have. It's also really important to communicate well with your surgeon so you know and they know exactly what the goal is for your surgery, so you know that you're on the same page and you can communicate with them afterwards if you happen to have any issues or anything comes up, that you'll have that good line of communication. So you also need to have a good feeling about them and a good connection with them. Have questions? I help people like you every day. Schedule a consultation at drangela.sturm.com. Thanks for watching.